Well, the weather is starting to pan out. The sun is out in the sky. The sky is blue. And I find myself yet again at the dog park with Coda. This time the wife came with. And we have some new friends today. The big guy is Clyde. And the loud one is Chance. The loud one is Chance, yes. And there's Coda just trying to run away. Hey! Coda! Now that we've broken that up, they're back at it again already. But they're having fun. They're just running around and enjoying their weather. It is a little brisk today. And look, there's Chance right back into it to start some more bullshit. And all my dogs have places to poop.
You're still thinking about it, aren't you?
Makes you second guess what you feed her, doesn't it?
Well, that wasn't my dog. Mocha's never actually licked the inside one, thank God. Are you coming for your opportunity? Come here. Come here.
All right, we are back. It is now about 7:30 p.m. The painting's been sitting for about 3.5 hours. It is a hot mess express. There's still some wet paint, but that's over the mask stuff. So I'm going to take a paper towel in a second and dab that off. But it's time to peel. So I'm going to set the camera up and time lapse it, and we'll be back after I'm done with that part. I did actually record it in real time, which will follow this up in a second if you really want to see the full process and hear my swearing. So stay tuned for that now. All right, so we're set up. I do not know where my, I guess it's a demolding tool, if you will, is. But we do have my Boy Scouts multi-tool, which has never led me astray. I just need something to break the plane here. But first thing we're going to do is we're going to take these paper towels that I have here, and we're just going to dab all the wet paint over the masking. This way I don't have to worry about that getting all the fuck over the place. But it looks like it's dry everywhere else, mostly everywhere else, which is fine. I think I actually just touched masking fluid, honestly. No kidding, now's not a good time. So let's just pull this tape up. There we go. All right. First part of my heart attack starts now. So far, so good. Kniff. We already have a little bit of yellow that transferred in here, which kind of sucks. But I'll roll with that. I'll roll with that. Oh yeah, look at that. The masking fluid so far has been the best thing. But the masking tape, not so much. We had a little bit of paint transfer through without the masking fluid, and I should have gone over that seam, and I didn't. Oh, I missed a spot on the freaking cheek, too. Fuck yeah. And that's not even all peeled. I still got some more to get off of it. But that's mostly peeled. I'm loving the effect so far. Yeah, these three spots here were due to a failure in the application process. I did miss a spot. Must have bubbled out, or I used too coarse of a brush. So we'll have a couple correction spots on here, looks like, but this piece just completely did not come off. But the plus is that I am in fact rubbing pretty aggressively on this, and the graphite is not moving at all. So I'm going to call that part a win. Yeah. I was actually really worried about the way the poly coat was going to come off too. So we'll just keep doing this and brush it all away. Well, now I'm going to get something from the kitchen. I'll be right back. Alright, so I'm the three failed spots. Since I can do this and not pull any graphite off of it, I'm going to throw a little bit of this on a paper towel and see if I can't rub these little spots off real quick. And if we ruin the canvas, we ruin the canvas. We're going to have a little bit of a learning experience here, folks. Just put a little bit of Mostenbacher's Liftoff Instant Latex Base Remover. And it's working. Cat, you're just bored now, aren't you? All right, one more pass. That's fucking hot. It works. It works nice. That is what you like to call the desired effect right there. That's a finished piece. Actually, it might not be a finished piece. I think I want to do, me and the wife are talking about doing orange in the eyes. So we got to do that still. But other than that, this thing's ready for a signature and a sale. So, hell yeah. All right, so the peel went very well. You guys saw it. I did actually, I sweat a little bit. You heard me during the peel. It was a little touch and go, but I was able to get the paints up. Now I've decided I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna do the eyes with green and some yellow slots to almost like a hazel, but instead of brown and yellow, we're gonna do green and yellow. So I gotta find a nice deep emerald green, and then I'm going to also outline just the silhouette outside, all the wing tips, top of the head, the feet, with black, just so it separates a little bit from the background. I'm not coloring in the owl, just the eyes. So that'll be the last step before we sign it and call it ready for sale. All right, we've had the time lapse running. I had to answer another door call. Just making sure we got all of our paint where we want it. Make sure I got all of the masking fluid off too. Some spots I can't tell if the paint was just too thick and the masking fluid's still underneath it, which was the case there, or if I just missed with the masking fluid. But no, that was also masking fluid. All right. There we go. There's a whole part of wing that I missed. There we go. That's pretty cool. If you've ever done vinyl work, this is much like weeding. Very much like weeding. Now, oh shit. So now that happened, I'm kind of curious to see if this comes off, so we're going to take the blade to it. Oh, that came right off. Yep. Yep. There's the rest of my wing. Just didn't want to let go. That right there feels like masking fluid. And it is. And that's just wet acrylic right there. Man, these feet were a point of pain. There we go. Feather. Feather. All right. Okay, I'm going to call that ready for the next step. So we are going to use a black outline, and I'm going to use some flow improver, this little cup, and we're pulling out all the stops. I'm going to be using Stuart Semple Black 2.0. Why? Because it is the mattest black there is. It is going to be the darkest pigment of black. And it is a triple black, I believe. So, if I can get it to come out the bottle, but I do believe that that's not the case. I do believe I have to take the cap off because it's kind of gummed up a little bit over the year that I've had it. Alright, so we're about halfway through me outlining the owl. I did water down I did use flow improver to reduce the thickness of my ultra matte black, stretch it out a little bit. Stuff's really expensive, and a little bit goes a long way. Alright, let's come back across here. Before I get too much and I drag my hand and screw it all up, because I refuse to purchase a fuck stick. There we go. We got a big chunk of the black in there, so we can go back across that now. Or I can keep on putting my fucking hand in that. There we go. beautiful thing about watering it down flow improver is also it's forgiving like that. Also means the paint has to set longer before it's ready to fully cure because it's so thin, which is fine because quality takes time. Alright, we're just about there. Just going to go over a couple more lines for darkness. And we can move to coloring in the eyes and figuring out a good emerald and yellow. Let me tool my canvas real quick. There you go, look at that little fleck. Alright, I am happy with that.